Hi guys, Blu Ray Ben here, and of course I'm going to show you what I picked up for the month of January. This is the 1st of February, so that's what I always do, and really happy with what I picked up this month. I say this every month because I am really happy, but I haven't picked up as much stuff as I did last month or the month before because it was Black Friday and Christmas, and I did go a bit over the top and spent a lot more than my limit. So this month I sort of controlled myself a bit, and I didn't buy any box sets or any limited edition. I just got some normal Blu-ray movies, but I'm really happy with them, so I want to show them to you now. The first one is WreckIt Ralph. Love the Disney movies, of course, and this was going for a good price on Amazon with this limited edition slip. So when I see it, for a cheap price with the slip, I always pick it up because I'm sort of trying to build up my Disney movie collection, but with these nice slips. So I think this is the 6th film I've got with this slip, and really happy to get it. WreckIt Ralph, really enjoyed it. John C. Reilly gives a great performance, being the voice actor of Ralph. And it's one of these films that it's very nostalgic because it's about retro games, or well, in this film actually normal games at that time period, but the things that I played when I was a kid, and it's just fun to see them the way they sort of joke about it. And yeah, one of these films that I'll be able to pop in all the time and really enjoy it each time I watch it. So yeah, really happy to have it, and of course with that slip. Okay, the next one is a 2015 film which I actually saw. I was going on holiday and I was on the plane and I decided to watch it. It's a Ridley Scott film. And I wasn't sure before watching it because recently Ridley Scott, his films have been a bit of a letdown for me. But I thought, right, I'll give it a watch because people have been giving it good reviews, and I absolutely loved it. It's The Martian, starring Matt Damon, you can see there. Great sort of sci-fi comedy, and there's a really great cast here. There's some really good actors: Michael Pena, Jeff Daniels, Sean Bean, Jessica Chastain. A great cast, and the movie is just so enjoyable. I'm not going to explain anything about it because it's one of these films that the less you know, the better. But so happy to have it in my collection. As soon as I came back off a holiday, I put it on my to buy list, and when it came down in price, I sort of grabbed it. And yeah, Ridley Scott with his film back on form, and Matt Damon, one of my favorite performances by him. Great film. Okay, the next one is something I don't normally do. Actually, I've got 2 blind buys in this month. I don't normally get blind buys because I don't have a lot of money to spend, and I'm worried about buying a film and spending money on it and not enjoying it. But I heard really good reviews, and I love Kurt Russell, so I thought, well, I'm going to take the plunge and buy it. And it's Bone Tomahawk with this really nice black Amaray case, sorry. And I absolutely loved it. I'm so happy I picked it up. Kurt Russell's amazing in it. It also stars Patrick Wilson and I don't know his name, the actor from Lost, Jack. I'm actually watching Lost at the moment, the TV series, and he's in this and plays a good role. Absolutely loved it. It's a bit of a sort of revenge flick, Western style, but it's got a bit of a twist. I don't want to explain too much about it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you have seen it, I'm sure you'll really enjoyed it. It was just one of these really sort of hardcore revenge flicks, with some really good action scenes in it, and Kurt Russell is absolutely amazing. So yeah, so happy to have this in my collection. One I'm going to be watching at least once a year. Really happy. Bone Tomahawk. Okay, the next film is a film I don't know why I haven't had it in my collection up until now. I watched it a long time ago and I really enjoyed it, but I just didn't pick it up. And it's not because it's expensive; it's always been quite cheap. So I picked it up, and it's Kingsman: The Secret Service. I wanted to pick it up before it went up in price because when the second film comes out, which is called The Golden Circle, I think normally these sort of Blu-rays on Amazon sort of go up in price because people get more interested in them. So I wanted to pick it up before the second film comes out. But yeah, it's like a James Bond sort of comedy rip-off with Colin Firth and Michael Caine and Samuel L. Jackson as the villain. Really good film, just fun. One you can put in every now and again and just sort of forget about your troubles. And one of the films that I enjoyed is, I think it's 2014, but I'm not sure if it came out here in 2015. But I remember watching it and I really enjoyed it. So happy to have this in my collection. And you've got to love Samuel Jackson as the villain. Okay, this is the second film that was a blind buy, and I picked it up mainly because people have been saying it was a lot of fun. And when I sort of read up on about it, I saw that it was the same director as Trick or Treat, which is one of my favorite horror movies. And I thought, well, he's doing another film, and this time it's about Christmas, so I'm going to pick it up. And it's Krampus, and I did enjoy it. I don't think it's a bad film at all. I was just expecting, to enjoy it a bit more. Maybe because I really enjoyed Trick or Treat, and I thought this would be, on the same level, but it's not as good as Trick or Treat, but still a good film and one that I'll be watching probably every Christmas. A different style of Christmas movie, and there are some really good scenes in it, especially with the sort of demonic toys And I think, yeah, overall, it's a good film and one that I'll be watching again. Krampus. Okay, the next film is Steven Spielberg film. I pick up, I think, 99% of Steven Spielberg's films, and this one, as it stars Tom Hanks, I had to add it to my collection. It's Bridge of Spies. I've been hearing really good reviews about it, and of course, Steven Spielberg working with Tom Hanks, you can't go wrong, and I did really enjoy it. It did get a bit boring at some points in the film, but it's one of these films that I'm going to have to rewatch so I can sort of pick up, things that maybe I missed. But it is a very, very well done film. It's got a really good soundtrack, and obviously acting by Tom Hanks is absolutely amazing. And one of these films that I'm really happy to have in my collection with the rest of my Steven Spielberg movies. Okay, and last but not least, this is a film that I really wanted to go and see at the cinema, but they didn't have it in English because over here in Spain, some of them they put them in English and some of them in just in Spanish. And it's a film that I actually wanted to see because Chris Stuckman had talked really, really well about it. And it stars Joel Edgerton. Can't even speak today. It stars Joel Edgerton, and I've been liking him recently in films, and he was actually directed this, and it's The Gift. So I never got to see it in cinemas, but when it came out, I thought, right, well, I'll buy it as soon as it comes down a bit in price, and it did come down, and it also comes with a black Amaray case. So I've got 2 in this haul, and yeah, I did really enjoy it. Very suspenseful, a great thriller. And the performances are really good. Jason Bateman is also in this, and he doesn't start. It's not a comedy, so those are the normal roles that he plays. But I did enjoy him in this, and it's one of these films you definitely got to see at least once. And the first time you watch it, you really got pins and needles, and you're on the edge of your seat. I'm sure the second time I watch it, I'll enjoy it, but it's not the same with these, really sort of thrillers, horrors, and things like that. So yeah, a really good film, and another one I'm really happy to have in the collection. So, overall, let's see if I can pick them up because I've lost one now. There you go. Overall, not a huge update, but I think 7 great films to add to my collection, and really happy to have the limited edition slip for WreckIt Ralph. So yeah, please leave some comments down below, asking me any questions. I will answer them, and give this video a thumbs up. And thanks for checking out my update. Take care, guys.